Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Jay, and this is my review of the Gotrax XR Elite. Shout out to Sam and Jeff from Gotrax for sending out the Elite for review. Now for a little perspective, I own the Gotrax Gxl V1 model and used it for my 4-mile round-trip commute for about 18 months. It served me well with zero problems. In the last few years, we've seen an increase in e-scooter usage. And with the pandemic in full swing, many would-be subway and bus riders have taken to the e-scooter as a means of transportation. So I was super excited to try out Gotrax's newest member of the XR series of commuter scooters. But this won't be a comparison video, rather, this will be a dedicated first look of the Gotrax Elite and its features. And as always, links to check out this scooter can be found in the description down below. Specifications. The XR Elite comes with a pre-installed battery sporting 36 volts with 7.8 amp hours. The 36 volts are responsible for achieving the scooter's top speed of 15.5 miles per hour, while the 7.8 amp hours speak directly to the battery's endurance, or distance, which in this case is 18.6 miles. The 300 watt motor located in the front wheel is the driving force behind the scooter's spirited acceleration and hill climbing abilities. More on that later. The Elite weighs in at a little over 26 pounds, which in my opinion isn't really too heavy. It's fairly portable when gripped in the right location, but I wouldn't recommend going far as it's awkward to carry long distances and it's better suited for a quick flight of steps or hopping on a bus. The max rider weight is 220 pounds, but we have many folks in our Facebook group who are over 220 pounds and still get a good deal of range. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt the video, but I wanted to just let you know about the Facebook group that we have for Gotrax scooters. It's run by scooter owners and it's for scooter owners. And in this group, we just do tips, tricks, advice, reviews, and accessories and all different things. We're building a community there. So if you're interested in a Gotrax scooter or you have a Gotrax scooter and you have some questions or want to just share some content, some photos, some videos, and other stuff related to Gotrax scooters, then definitely come join our group. I'll put the link in the description and I'll see you there. The tires are 8.5 inches and come pre-inflated with the recommended 50 psi. The dual braking system employs both an electronic brake which slows down the motor and more importantly a caliper style brake. The deck is a super wide 6.6 inches and houses the new battery location, which is a new design change from the older models where the battery was housed in the tiller. Speaking of battery, for those of you wondering if you can switch batteries, I have some good news and I have some bad news. The good news is the battery is replaceable and will soon be available on the Gotrax website. The bad news is the battery is not modular and therefore not interchangeable. That is, the rear wheel, among other parts, needs to be removed to replace the battery. There is also a newly upgraded brighter headlight and newly added tail light which turns on simultaneously when turning on the headlight. And finally, the XR Elite is rated IP54, which basically means you can ride through some puddles and maybe a little light rain, but anything more than that and you may begin to damage the internal electronics. Aesthetics. So far, the XR Elite comes in only one color, black, all black. And with the exception of a black and white logo midway down the tiller, the Elite is strangely reminiscent of the scooter version of the Batmobile. But countering this all-black look, Gotrax must have had safety in mind when designing the XR Elite because this thing has a lot of reflectors. 6 reflectors to be exact. It's a little much, but it's not the end of the world. The reflectors on the front and back are well placed, make sense, and are inconspicuous. The 4 reflectors on the sides, however, are very thick and stick out too much for my preference. I realize Gotrax is making a commuter scooter, but I think they could have eliminated the side reflectors or at least replaced them with some heavy-duty reflective paint. The brake cable is neatly encased in a hard plastic coil and runs through the tiller via entry and exit slots, giving it a neat tucked-in tech look. The deck being 6.6 inches gives off a spacious and roomy feel where even riders with larger feet won't be cramped for space. It's also lined with a thick rubber surface with nodules for a grippy texture. The Elite's lighting scheme finishes up its look with a super bright headlight up front. Its light can illuminate a completely dark space with a throw of over 15 feet. And while it's such a small detail, that little tail light in the rear totally improves the look of this scooter. Performance. I have to start by saying that I really love the way this scooter rides and feels. The air-filled tires give it a solidly smooth ride with minimal bumps. The construction seems well built and suitable for daily riding. One of the first things I noticed when turning on the scooter is the power button. It definitely has a firm click to it and reminds me of a new retractable pen. The new wide deck is really comfortable for my size 9s, but I'm also coming from the V1 which had the foot brake. So to me, it's like moving from a studio into a 2-bedroom apartment. Yes folks, inches matter. The XR Elite's lightweight and folding ability really allows you to take it anywhere. But the mechanism used for folding is a bit cumbersome. You must use one hand to pull the safety bolt and the other hand to pull the lever, which leaves no hands to lower the tiller. I did have to figure a way to do it without bumping my head. I wouldn't say it's a design flaw, but rather a minor inconvenience tax for safety's sake. The LCD screen readout is super bright, even in daylight, and super simple to understand. The throttle is very responsive and connected to an internal cruise control mechanism which detects constant speed for about 10 seconds and then holds that speed without needing to hold down the throttle. I even tried this with slower speeds and the system still recognized my speed. Speaking of speed, I think it's important to note that the new XR Elite has only one gear. Previous models had two. First gear for economy mode and second gear for faster top speeds. This new system feels more like an automatic car where you can actually feel the transmission shifting into higher gears and lower gears depending on the touch of your throttle and the slight inclines in your route. Continuing with the issue of speed, the XR Elite tops out at 15.5 miles an hour. Even when moving fast on declines, the electrical braking seems to kick in and keep you at a constant 15.5. Many people have been asking if there's a speed limiter and if it can be removed. At this time, there appears to be no speed limiter cord to disconnect, as the limits seem to be programmed into the scooter itself. Personally, I'm okay with the 15 miles per hour, as commuting can be dangerous if you're too fast for the bike lane and too slow for the streets. And while we're on the topic of commuting safely, braking is also part of the equation of getting to our destination. The XR Elite's braking system is quick and responsive, even to the point of tires skidding a bit. In these clips, I tried stopping at the same point moving 15 miles per hour to give you a sense of the distance required to come to a complete stop. So, the part you've all been waiting for, range. So let me start by telling you that I weigh about 185 pounds, maybe more since we've been in quarantine, and I did my range test in a small town just outside of Queens, New York called Valley Stream. It's mostly flat with minor inclines that don't last too long. On two separate occasions, using two different courses, the brand new XR Elite took me 16.9 miles and 17.3 miles respectively. The last 5 or so miles, I was moving around 10 miles an hour and slowing down a bit from there. I know that Gotrax reports an 18.6 mile range, but traveling about 17 miles, weighing close to 190 pounds, sounds pretty solid to me. My overall impression of the scooter is this. The XR Elite is a great scooter for those looking to avoid public transportation and have a total daily commute of under 20 miles. It's fairly lightweight and easily carried into elevators and fits easily under desks or in a small corner. Its braking system is safe enough to handle the rigors of unpredictable cyclists and motorists on the road. It's easy to operate even for first-time users and simple enough to let your friends try it out. At the time of this recording, the Gotrax XR Elite is priced at $359, but using the code ELITE50 gets you $50 off the price, bringing it down to $309. I personally think that this package is a steal from Gotrax, and I would definitely recommend picking one up if you're in the market for a new e-scooter. You can find links to the Gotrax website in the description down below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe, and also don't forget to check out our Facebook group. So until the next video, this is Jay. Thanks for watching and have a great day.